Hello, it's the Crafty Accountant. And after I made these cute little slider cards, I realized I didn't have an envelope and it didn't fit into any of the envelopes I had. So I realized I needed to make one. So I decided to share that process with you of what I did. So I did try it first on, this is 32-pound paper. So this is my demo, and I put the information on it, but it's really too flimsy, and I wanted something heavier. This is 66.5-pound paper. This is something I got from Ollie's. I will say it is not the best paper, but it works, and it's fine for these envelopes. It's just, you can see like all the white. I mean, I guess I have red, I could put stuff over it, but it's just not great. But it works fine for this. So what I did is I just put this down, and I realized that an 8.5 by 11 paper would be enough to cover this, right? So good there. So the length was fine, which this has a little extra piece. Let's just cut that off and get this down to 11. So we're just working with what I worked with in the beginning. And then here on the sides, I figured I needed 3/4 inch on each side, but I also needed a little buffer room. So for this particular card, I realized that if I did 5 7/8 by 11, and that was just kind of by like looking at it and checking on each side where I would be. But let's cut this so I could show you. So 5 7/8 worked just perfect. So now I have this, and I'm going to move this. And what I realized was if I take this and I score 2 inches, and instead of going backwards, I just turned it around and did 4 inches, and then I went 3/4 inches. I hope that everybody can see that. 3/4 inches on each side. So I'm going to do 3/4 inches, and I'm just going to flip it and do 3/4 inches there. So, and I hope you can see this okay on the red paper. Now, the other thing is, I cut this first one with a scissor, and you can see I kind of messed up the glue, but I don't cut very straight. So what I realized is it's better, I'm going to do an angular cut here and an angle cut here, right? I'm going to do that on each side on the crease. Go and go. And then I grabbed my handy dandy little ruler, and this thing, my favorite new little tool. I've had it for a while, but I wasn't really using it. And I'm just going to go down to that mark there. And let's do this one here. Whoops. Let's do that. Okay. There we go. And let's do the other side. And if you got your crease right, it should kind of pop off when you hit it. You should kind of feel it if you hit it right. There we go. See, it popped right up. And now let's do this one here. Hopefully I'm in the camera. Oops. And I'm getting that whole crease cut off, because if you don't, it just doesn't fold properly. Okay, so now we have all of our cuts done. We're going to fold in fold in. I'm going to take my corner rounder and I'm going to round all the corners for a nicer finished look. And again, with the these Fiskars little cutters, so much straighter than when I tried cutting it myself. Now, here's a mistake I made on that demo one. I put glue on here and I went up to the top, and this does not go up to the top. So my suggestion is, and I did just order something for the top of this here because I don't know what the heck's going on with my pins in here. They just keep rusting. And put your glue here, and I'm just kind of eyeballing this. And as a matter of fact, I should not have gone, see, because it's going to angle up. So I'm just going to take some of that off with my finger because you don't want that. And then on this side, I'm going to actually angle up first and then just go up, and I'm just eyeballing what it goes to and press it down, right? And what I'm going to do now is make sure I didn't accidentally glue that. So I'm just going to stick this in and just wiggle it around, make sure. I haven't seen any glue on here, but we want to make sure that's not glued together. Now this piece here, we're going to fold it in, but we want to put a little piece of tape on there. And what I'm going to do is put that on, rip it, and now you will find you have an envelope that will fit these slider cards. And let's see the dimensions of these slider cards. So they are 4 1/4 by, oh my gosh, 4, geez Louise, 1, 2, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5/8, right? So it's 4 1/4 by 5, or 4/8, not 5/8, 4/8, 4 1/4 by 4/8. So it's not quite a square. And that's what kind of made it hard about finding an envelope to go with it. So this here, you can see it gives it just enough room. It slides in nice. I kind of like sliding it in this way because this slider piece can potentially get stuck in there. Oh, and I did want to mention something else. So I was thinking this would also be really good for a gift card. So I found an old Babies R Us. I just keep them. Look, it works fine. So you could put a little note, a gift card, put this in. Oh, I hear my husband. And look, slides in, you're good to go. There you go. Slider card and matching envelope.